Howdy mates, good late morning, how are we all doing? Today is Wednesday, January 26th, 2022. As part of today's video, I'm over at the Sleeping Turtles Preserve, north portion, near Venice, Florida. This is honestly one of my favorite preserves to go for a stroll. But the thing is, I've been by here several times, especially when I went kayaking, but I haven't been on the trail portion for, I would say, a couple of months, actually. But here, of course, we have our famous Myakka River, and today it actually looks like it's a little lower than what it normally is at the moment. Sorry, I was talking to a couple that was just passing by. They seemed like really nice people. Back on the subject, you can see that today is a little overcast at the moment, and it actually feels slightly cooler outside. And in a sense, I only planned to just have a more chill day. Haha, pun intended, by the way. But this is one of my favorite trails to walk along, just because, you have a chance to see a well-known Blackwater stream, and then you're also alongside an example of a hardwood hammock. To think at one point where I'm standing, this was once under the ocean. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, I didn't find out until later in the day that it was National Florida Day. That was on January 25th. I was frankly surprised I didn't know that right away, because what I would have done was make a dedicated post about it. But I was a little too late. So let's just, in a sense, celebrate a post-National Florida Day. Because, you know what, though? As much as people really enjoy going to the beaches in Florida, whether it be on the Atlantic or the Gulf side, Florida still has plenty of other natural beauties, such as, the Myakka River, which personally I think hosts just as much biodiversity as what you would see at the beach. But today it is relatively quiet right now. It's very calm. And, I like to believe they call this place Sleeping Turtles because, of course, you'll find the peninsula cooters oftentimes basking in the sunlight. And even though they aren't native to this particular region, you can sometimes even find red ear sliders as well. Even though they're non-native, they can still basically survive in this type of climate. Just because Florida is really that transition between, a temperate climate to a tropical climate. So hence making it subtropical. So that's how, especially up in northern Florida, you start seeing more varieties of oak trees that you would normally see in, say, temperate climates. But hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll actually be able to take a vacation, back up north. Because I feel like I could use one. But yeah, you'll essentially find, a bunch of cabbage palms out here, like right here. Even though they're designated as a state tree, it honestly, to me, really makes no sense, just because palms aren't really trees. Palms are considered to be monocots, which means they have a singular seed structure, one cotyledon. And with that being said, they're more related to, say, corn, for example. Because, you know, if you look at one single slab of corn, you know, one individual piece, it only has one seed in it. And that hence makes it a monocot. No different than the tree structure that we saw of the cabbage palm. So, in a sense, palms are more like grasses that are larger than life. In a sense. Or like grasses on steroids. How about that? So, frankly, to say palm tree, it really doesn't make sense, biologically speaking. So just wanted to point that out to any of you who may not have known that. This is the famous tree right here, the famous live oak, which forms a canopy over the river. A lot of people have went jumping off of this before. Frankly, I wouldn't really do it this time of the year, just because you're bound to find a bunch of alligators in this area. They do like their rivers, that's for sure. I always like to consider alligators to be the cops of the waterways, because they're always patrolling. They're always looking for any sign of trouble or seeing what everyone is up to. No different than what a cop does when you're driving. Or anything in general. Yeah, I shouldn't just narrow it down to driving. Yeah. It's alright, you guys. I figure this is a good spot to really end the video. Thank you guys for watching. This was just more of a casual video. You know, just a little bit of education and just a little bit of relaxation at the same time. Alright, you guys, take care. Enjoy your Wednesday, and on a journey is once again outwards. Take care, folks. See ya.